Today, I wanted to talk about why I do my podcasts and videos. There's two main reasons for why I do this. The first is to let you guys know who I am and how I approach things, and the other is to be informative. Now, I think the first is important because unlike some other things, when you have photography done, it's not going to be a one-time thing. You're going to keep living. There's going to be other milestones in your life, other things you're going to want to celebrate. And to me, photography is a collaboration between you and me. I don't see it as a transactional type thing. Obviously, there's a transaction involved, but I don't see it as transactional as, say, buying a house, where you find somebody, you trust the realtor, they find you a house, and you buy the house, and you hope that's the only house you're going to need. But like with a house, if your family grows, you may need to get a new house. With photography, as you go through other stages in your life, there may be other times where you want to have photographs taken. By having a photographer that you trust, you have somebody to call upon when those other occasions arise. And unlike just having a portfolio that people can see, these podcasts allow you to see who I am in a way that's far beyond what you could see from a portfolio. That's not to say portfolios aren't important. By having a portfolio, you get a feel for the photographer's style from what they produce, but not their style when they're on the other side of the camera taking the pictures. Additionally, what you're going to see on any photographer's portfolio, and this is just normal, you're going to see the best of the best. You're going to see what they're going to put out there to show this is their best work, to attract you to them as a provider. Again, none of that tells you what it's going to be like, what that experience is going to be like with that photographer. It doesn't express to you not only their personality, but the style of the session. Now, that's not to say the style of how they're going to retouch photographs or the lighting that they're going to choose. We're talking here about how they approach working with you. And I think that's important if you're going to have a collaboration between you and the photographer, that you have a good understanding of what that photographer is like in person. And if you can't get that, and let's face it, if we went around to every photographer that we were going to use and tried to have a one-on-one with them, it would take a lot of time. But if you can see a photographer and you like their gallery, and then you have a method of finding out more about that photographer, be it a podcast, be it videos that they produce, something that allows you to get an idea of who they're like. Now, that's why some photographers will have testimonials put on their sites as well, to give you a feeling from a client's perspective of what it was like to deal with them. But just like any other time when you're going to trust someone with a very important part here, a memory, I think it's important to understand who that person is and to get a feel for that person beyond testimonials and beyond the galleries that they produce. Well, that's the first reason I do it. The second reason I do these podcasts and videos is to educate. I want to, in a way, elevate photography beyond the transactional basis that it seems to have in a lot of people's minds. But in addition to that, there may be some tips or tricks that I've got over the years that I want to share with people. And that's why the other reason I do my videos and my podcasts. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys this week. As you know, I try to keep these podcasts very short so that you can get a feel and get a little bit of information and get on with your day. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you guys next week.